Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I know videos are going slow. Please deal with me. It's gonna suck for probably these next couple months. Hopefully shit just lightens up and I can actually record a little bit more. I will definitely be recording when Mario Wonder comes out. That DLC comes out this week, so keep an eye out for that. Other than that, we're gonna get started with this. I have so many theories and I have so many ones that I'm so passionate about. I'm actually going to record this one and post it. I'm going to record episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Shut up. And kind of give like my feedback. And especially now that we are so much further into this series, I'm very curious where things are and how they look and what I think. Definitely going back and rewatching everything. I'm going to be rewatching with you guys, with each video actually being separate. And then at the end, I will actually combine all of the episodes together and put it into one big theory that you can watch if you want to do it that way. So, without further ado, let's get started with episode 8. A lot happened in this. I've watched this 3 times now. This will be my 4th. Nope, this will be my 5th because I watched this normally. First time with friends, without a glance. We talked about it after we got theories. I haven't watched... I did watch a little bit of One Theorist, and I have a lot of agreements and not very many disagreements. I do think some things are kind of far-fetched still, but that's what theories are for. And so I'm going to be doing my theories. And one thing I want to get out of the way is I don't think there is an escape to this circus. One of my theories that I actually had while I was in the shower, nonetheless, shower thoughts, man, was that their bodies aren't connected to the circus. If anyone has played Soma before, I think it's like Soma, where you put on this headset, it scans your brain, and it puts a copy of your consciousness into the digital realm. And just like Soma, your human body and this conscious body in this digital world are completely separate. That's what I think it is. Now, I could be completely wrong. So many things could happen. Of course, I know that. That's why I'm putting this one out of the way, because I'm not super strong about this one. I'm strong enough where I will say this, and I'll say it confidently. It's like Soma. I do think that it is a copy of your consciousness. I don't think your human body is still connected to any headset, tubes, anything like that. But I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty I'm decently strong about it. But enough yip-yapping. Let's start this episode. I don't know how long my speakers are. I don't want you to double hear shit. Should be fine. So this part right here, this, I think, is the creation of Cain. I think this is Cain, the first AI. Hopefully you've all seen this episode once already, and you're not. And this AI is being fed information, just like any other AI in the world. Being fed information. What it's outputting is actual good answers. Something that a coder like me is going to look at and be like, okay, this is good information. This is perfect. This is what I want my AI to have. More feeding. These, I think, are what gets Cain corrupted. I don't know why. I don't know how. But somehow he gets corrupted, and it's the point where I'm just like, let me try to fix this so that we feed more information. And it's just all over. Like, the AI is so screwed. At this point, I would do kind of what they're doing here and locking him up, putting him away in a file, or maybe just deleting him. That's just me, though. Maybe not deleting him, because his code could be very useful. Now, here's what I think, and here's kind of my thought process with this software. This box right here that you see, I'm going to use my mouse. This box, I think this is the cellar. This is the cellar of the digital circus where Cain is, quote-unquote, put into. So the cellar is Cain's home. The second AI that pops up here is Bubble. This is what I think. This is the second artificial intelligence, which I think is Bubbles. Again, feeding Bubbles information. The second AI, I probably should refer to second AI because I'm not confident. I'm very confident it's Bubbles. We get good outputs. So Kane escapes. This is where I think why he has so much control over the cellar as well, and why he puts all of the abstracted down there, is because he knows how secure that cellar is. And so he can keep all the abstracted down there under his control and watch. Now, here's something I was very, very interested in. So the blue bubble is bigger than the red bubble. So something that comes up later, and I'll definitely explain about. So I'm actually going to screenshot this site, this thing. Okay, whatever. Is this does look like Kane's eyes. If you look at Kane's eyes, the blue eye is always bigger. I don't know for sure. This is why I'm actually going to go back and rewatch some episodes to point this out. But the blue eye is bigger than the red eye. So it makes me think that Bubbles actually does have a lot more information than the Kane AI. At first. And then they get, the red takes over the blue. This is what I think is a fight for power. They're fighting for power. Like, who's going to take the top? And it's Kane. Kane has the full control, while Bubble is kind of this side character and uses Bubbles to communicate and actually speak what the AI is wanting to say. And then Kane creates the digital circus. I love that. That was so freaking amazing. When I watched that the first time, I processed, I pretty much just think what I think now still. It is so well done. It's so cool. I loved everything about that. And then we have the original cast with Stitch, the first abstracted with all these other characters, which is kind of cool to actually see the original. And apparently on the German one, the German subtitles exclusively. If you go here, as you can see, there's actual sentences. And apparently, I think what it says is like, what is this place? Or not, how do we leave, or something like that.
Another chess piece, huh? How are you holding up?
I just don't know what's happening. We've never made anything like this.
We get to meet Queen.
I just hope that...
Wait.
Are you?
It's... you.
Oh my God.
I wish I could remember your name.
Same.
I'm so sorry I roped you into this with me.
It's quite strange, isn't it?
Listen, no matter what happens, I'll always...
I remember this actually.
Into the cellar you go! Golly, we're running out of humans here. Now don't you go abstracting on me too! Seriously.
Something while he's actually going to be walking. I honestly don't know what the abstraction is. I don't know how it happens. But one of my theories that I really loved hearing was that, or not, maybe I didn't hear it, maybe I just thought this, is Kane is messing with their minds, taking little bits of information at a time, and slowly making these characters abstract. I don't know how true that is. Because the other theory is you just actually just go insane. abstract. But I honestly think Kane is actually taking information, like going into your mind and taking information.
What? Hello? Guys? I can't figure out how to... guys? Hello? Can you help me out here? What's happening? Can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Are you okay?
Who are you? How do I take this off?
Whoa,
A new one? So it is possible. Looks like you got a new buddy after all, Kinger.
Kinger. Right.
Is this really...
I was hoping new minds could show up. I have to make some more preparations for this amazing breakthrough.
So, okay, so yeah, something he says, which kind of is crazy, is I was hoping new minds could show up. It's interesting that he says that instead of saying, like, humans? So, something that I think me and my friend was talking about afterwards was, he says minds. So, obviously, this is where my theory of, like, it's being, like, Soma really comes, like... This is actually where I was like, oh, this might actually be very true. It's just a copy of your consciousness, your mind. It's not actually your self stuck in this virtual world where you can probably escape.
Hoping new minds.
Now that sucks as an ending, but I think that is how it's going to happen.
I have to make some more preparations for this amazing breakthrough.
How do I get out of this?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
But everything's gonna be okay. Do you remember your name?
I'm...
Agatha?
Okay. Let's continue.
Huh?
Sorry, I had to...
You
do
doing
something.
okay?
So we're back to the present now.
That's a good question.
Well, really hate to say it, guys, but I told
Don't you even! Do not even f***ing begin to say that sentence like you didn't try to keep us all trapped here forever.
Anything could have happened when you press those buttons. It doesn't matter.
It seemed to matter back when you did it. What if you did ruin our one chance at
And
leaving?
what if Abel was secretly evil? What if we all got stranded in the void? What if it wasn't real? So it doesn't matter. Never did.
How can you say that like you didn't try to f*** us all over?
He's right, though.
What Gangle?
It doesn't matter what could have happened. We could argue about it and hurt each other all day long, but that's not gonna help anybody. I think what we need to do now is to just be there for each other.
She's right. We've all done bad things, but we're also all we've got. I think we need to abandon the idea of leaving.
What do you...
We got our hopes up, and we were let down. I don't know what exactly happened with Kaufmo, but we can't let that despair consume us. We should focus on what we have. Like you said, constantly chasing an unattainable goal will drive us crazy.
First episode reference.
Maybe what we
So
have
cool.
to do now is to just live.
I don't have much of theories for a while, so...
I had dreams and goals.
Not a while. Oh, in a minute.
I wanted to be able to leave my mark somewhere in the world. How am I supposed to just abandon that?
You've made a mark in my life.
I know, you're probably right, but it just really sucks.
I love those too.
We're all in this together.
And we'll always be in this together. No matter what.
Hey. That includes you too.
Huh?
Listen, we're not gonna have you wandering off alone somewhere and abstracting or something. You're a pain in the ass, but you're still one of us.
You think I'm capable of abstracting? You guys worry too much.
We need a vacation.
I don't understand, Bubble. They want an exit, they want answers, they want something real. I give them an adventure that covers all of that, and they still hate it? Surely they don't want to actually leave me, right?
No way, Jose. No way, no how.
I do everything for these people. I slave over these adventures for them. I step outside my comfort zone to appeal to them, and they still hate them. I made a program that creates a body perfectly encapsulating their mind files, and they hate those too.
And he made a program that perfectly encapsulates their mind files. So this is another thing where I think Kane has a lot more control over their minds than he's ever said before. And I think we've known this, and I think we've confirmed this. But that means that it's just a copy of their minds into this computer, and Kane has access to it. And which is why they don't remember their names, and they can't swear. It's also why a lot of things happen, and why I think that they go insane is because he's messing with those files, and eventually the file just becomes a big corrupted system. He's like a virus. He gets into the mind file, and then he corrupts them, and slowly just, boom, they abstract. Because they're now a fully fledged virus, because Kane, the original virus, took over.
Files, and they hate those too. I'm starting to get the feeling that they just hate.
Why would they hate you when they could just hate you?
This is where I think the other artificial intelligence finally breaks free. I think he's finally, I think there's still a fight for power. And the blue AI, Bubbles, right here, took Kane's weakness and broke free.
This is why I was created. This is my function.
They'd rather abstract than go on your adventures.
Which is why Bubbles goes insane here.
That can't be true. I do everything for them. Don't they get that I'm trying?
Maybe you're just genuinely bad at this.
Shut up! No. I fixed that. I can solve any problem. I can solve this one. That's what this is. A big puzzle that I need to solve.
Defective.
Shut up!
Enough! Maybe you deserved to be abandoned. You really were the lesser of the two.
You really were the lesser of the two. This is what I was saying about in the beginning. Bubbles is the second AI. Kane was the lesser of the two. He was a virus. He was corrupt. So they locked him away. Bubbles was created. Kane ate the bubble. Boom.
You ruined this.
Enough! Who do they think they are? I give them everything, and they spit in my face! Don't they know what I'm capable of?
Just in your mouth.
Humans! They only think about themselves. They're spoiled! They won't abstract. They won't leave.
So something I heard, I don't remember. I think it was on Twitter or something. They won't abstract. They won't leave me. So someone said, I think it was actually my friend, was like, well, this means that abstracting might actually be the way to leave. I still don't think so. But it's a good point. But I think what I think he's meaning here is they won't abstract because when they abstract, their minds just are dead. he's gonna be alone. Like, abstracted people can't do what humans can do. And so when they abstract, they practically are leaving him. They're just not leaving the digital plane.
Me? I won't let them! I'm better! I'm more powerful! I'm the original!
He's the original. He's the original artificial intelligence that was created. Also very cool.
I am God!
God, such a fucking power scene, dude.
Let's get this show on the road!
Boom. So, red and blue here. They're always the same area. So, a theory that someone else always wants to, that my friend was saying, that he kind of thinks, and I don't know where he thinks this, and I don't know where other people are thinking this either, is that Cain, the red dot, killed the blue dot. I don't think so. They are literally one AI. That's how coding works. If you combine one AI with another AI, take this whole Google Gemini and Apple Siri combination thing. When you combine those two AIs, it's not going to kill Siri. Siri's not going to disappear. Gemini is literally just going to be built on top of Apple Siri. Same thing here. Cain just went on top. The red dot just built itself on top of the blue dot. It didn't kill it. The blue AI is still there. It's still in Cain. Also, the thing I said about the blue dot always being bigger than the red dot. I don't know if that means anything, but it's something like I keep looking at and I keep just thinking to myself. Because in every single scene, every single instance, I swear the red eye is always smaller than... Well, okay, when it does the blue-red thing, the red dot is always smaller than the blue dot. It's every time. The blue is always bigger, which is very interesting.
What was that?
Hello, my little fortuitous fruitcakes! Today's adventure is...
Cain, we're not in the mood. Why don't you answer some of our questions? We have a lot of them.
Who has time for questions when there's a whole wacky world of hijinks out there?
Yeah, hey, you have a lot of explaining.
Hey!
Alternatively, I don't got to explain
He
diddly
is
squat.
losing his
Can
fucking
you just
mind.
give us some time to process everything?
Or how about
artificial
we
mind.
skip the melodrama and get right to the fun?
No, Cain. We have a lot on our minds right now, and we're not going on an adventure.
I see. And since when were you in charge? Do you have any idea how much I do for you guys? How much I obsess over trying to make things perfect? How many insults I have to ignore to do my job? You have a lot on your minds? Don't make me laugh. I have a new adventure for you, and you should consider participating.
And if we refuse?
Maybe I'm not getting through to you. It's news to me that it's news to you. To which degree, who answers to who?
This reminds me a lot of
the
animation run, the Minecraft animated Digital Circus song.
Getting through.
Something else, very, very quickly, red and blue. Once again, clear as day. The creators are trying to show us something. It's probably something we missed. But it's every single time. It's pointing to something. And maybe we've nailed it, but I don't I'm so curious where this is going to go.
Seems our regime has plummeted south. Don't need to scream if you ain't got a mouth. Why bite the hand that feeds when it's the only hand you're getting? It's time you see that this great marquee is the only place you're ever gonna be. So strap on in and take it on the chin, and don't forget who's running the show. Now look at this! Absolute bliss! Oh, what a shock! Watch where you walk! I'm the host, I run the place. Kane, that is my name. Not enthused, just feeling used. Oh, what a goddamn shame! Congratulations, all of my friends. Public relations are getting a cleanse. Put on your Sunday best because I know we're close to quitting. So play the...
So, something that was brought up. So he says this, because I'm nowhere close to quitting. So he's not close to done. But, I interpreted this wrong anyway. But something one of my friends said as well, I think as a joke, but legitimately, this would be crazy, is that what's going to happen later on in this episode is all of Kane's adventure. It's just going to be another huge-ass adventure. So everything here, it was just for play. This would be insane if this is real. I don't know if it is, but if it is, that would be fucking wild.
So play the games and just ignore the pains, 'cause all
the
the
episode location.
is how you prime your brain.
And then here is the other thing that proves, just like straight up, boom. He literally goes into Pomni's head and rips out her brain. If this guy doesn't have control over their minds, I don't know. I'd probably lose my mind because there's no way. I think it is showing so much information with the wording, with the visuals here. He has controls over their minds. I think this is 100% confirmed at this point. I don't know any other way to describe this.
You lied to me, but you're too blind to see that I'm the one who's running the show.
So Kane's scary. Excuse me.
I think we all understand each other now. Welcome back!
So something I didn't realize at first, at the top left here, it does say several days later, so a lot has happened in between this, so they've probably gone on adventure after adventure. Which I didn't realize at first. I thought this was like just after the first one. No, this is many days later.
I can't believe you didn't pick up on the context clues. It was practically spelled out for you. What are you, stupid? Next one's gonna be even crazier. Hope you're ready. By the way, Kinger, I need you for something. Come with me.
Huh?
I don't know how many more of these new adventures I can handle. What? Got nothing positive to say about this one?
Oh,
I can't take this anymore. We gotta do something about this or I'm gonna lose my mind!
I never should have antagonized him so much. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
Break time! Gotta brainstorm some new ideas!
He shredded me.
So, I've looked at the scene the many times that I was rewatching. I feel like this has some kind of importance. Why would you shred Kinger? Then again, there's something that happens later that kind of contradicts us, but I think he's actually just toying with him, but Shredding is just an interesting thought, and I think that what he's shredding, like he's trying to somehow delete Kinger because he knows the threat. I don't know how true this is, and I don't know like how good that sounds, because when you want to delete paper, delete a file, you know, you do all this. Shredding him would delete, break, you know, but totally just out there theory, no proof, no backup, nothing. I just think that Kane is trying different ways to maybe try to get rid of Kinger.
I think we should get out of the open for a bit.
I haven't been up here in a while.
God.
We should just indulge a little while we have the time to. I don't know what Kane has planned next, but I'm guessing it's not anything good.
He's gotta get bored of all this sometime, right?
He's not a human. I'm not sure if we can properly gauge how he thinks.
So this is from a teaser, apparently. I didn't know this at the time, but I saw this online. So, the knives are in the perfect position, blah, blah, blah. There's a teaser where Kane, like, puts Pomni on, like, a knife board thingy and throws knives at her, and... So, people were very happy that this actually finally became canon.
Oh, God.
It's cool.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
You know, things were just fine here until you and Zubul came along. Nothing? Okay.
What are you?
Oh.
Just give it a sec. Trust me.
It's interesting that
Kinger?
Kinger does
You
have
there?
more consciousness when it's dark.
It's dark in here.
What exactly are we waiting for?
No, she's right. Just give it a bit.
I don't know anything about the Kinger and darkness thing, but it is interesting.
I've got a bucket on my head. I'm guessing you don't want me to remove it.
Kinger.
Hey, Pomni.
Wait, the bucket makes him sane?
Darkness. It's a long story.
What's happening?
What do you know about Kane?
It's a little hazy, but I remember C&A.
That was just an adventure, right?
No, C&A is a real company. I worked for them.
Wait, they really made this game?
No, we didn't make games. We were just developing artificial intelligence, specifically creative AI. The kind that could come up with its own ideas and create things within the program.
What is going on right now?
Kane was our first semi-successful attempt at that.
The red dot.
I can't remember what we originally called him, but he was one of my greatest achievements as a programmer.
You made Kane?
Partially, yes. I
So
got
that's
a few
confirmed.
pointers from, I can't remember his real name, but his circus name was Scratch. That man was a genius.
Wait,
Kane was pretty rough around the edges, though. I wasn't quite on Scratch's level of thinking outside the box, but it was good groundwork for something the rest of the team could wrap their heads around. I can't say the same for Scratch. His ideas were often so bizarre and abstract. That line has so much importance. Because why would you use the word abstract in such a... So I think what happened is Scratch created the abstractions.
and this is a theory kind of breaking a couple of my theories, but Scratch is a virus. Scratch was the first virus. I don't know if it's because of the tumor or his mind. Like, I don't know why. But he somehow is a virus, and when he abstracts first, he is spreading this virus. And Kinger is somehow immune to this virus.
The fact that the rest of the team had no idea how to work in his language, either due to pure brilliance or the tumor in his head. He was trying to make something. What was it?
And he was trying to make something, which is interesting. So it could be that when they locked up Kane, he might have tried to create, he might have been the one to create bubbles, but again, I don't know. He doesn't go into much further detail, but he was trying to create something else. And there's not much I can say or go off of to think of what else he would be able to create besides the second artificial intelligence or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It could be that he created bubbles, but honestly, don't know.
I'm getting off track. Was there anything specific you needed to know?
Wait, I should go distract Kane so he doesn't listen in on this. Just fill me in afterwards.
Are you... I mean, yeah, that's true, but...
Fill me in later.
Be here later.
I will. Oh my god. This is real.
Jack's coming to realization it's not some fake world.
Kane's going a bit crazy right now. Is there any way to stop him? Or at least control him?
I see. He's a highly advanced AI, and this is his world. One that he created from nothing. So naturally, he has control over everything. But so do we. In a sense, anyway. We all technically have the ability to conjure, just like Kane. It just comes naturally to him, but requires a lot more skill and concentration for us.
Butterfly.
I'm certain I could alter his code.
Makes a lot more sense. So Kinger doesn't have some special admin access where he can just create whatever. All of them have the ability to create.
Or at least temporarily put him to sleep until we know how to fix him. I would just need access to a console.
The one behind Kane's office?
No, just a simple computer interface would work. I could get back into the right headspace and essentially conjure Kane's code into the console and alter it.
Well, where do we get one of those?
I think I know exactly where to get one. Take turns with Jax distracting Kane. Don't let that bucket come off Kinger's head.
This episode has a lot of, like, the first episode references, like comparisons. Like, the first episode she used her blue hand, this episode she used her red hand, the bucket. Like, there's so much first episode shit, and I love that. She conjures the exit. So something that someone else said as well is that they conjure better in the darkness. Again, the darkness thing. I don't know how true this is.
Great suggestion, Jax. But as I fear,
but it's very interesting. Like, why is the darkness so powerful? Unless Kane created this like light and this world to
that's where I parked.
like lessen their abilities. I guess I don't know.
Wow, Kane, you are so funny.
Could you say it with a little more gusto? That's better.
Hey, Kane!
Yeah,
You want to hear a list of things we've decided we love about you as our God and Savior?
Whoa! Now we're talking!
Well, first of all, we love your...
I know, but I'm bored. Let's go bowling! I'm so proud of you guys.
So when this scene, when Pomni was walking through it, I went through this scene frame. I was literally doing this. Through the entire scene. Oh, it was so much fun. I was going frame by frame looking at every single detail. Because it's very interesting that the circus is there. But nowhere else. And the circus is behind her in that picture there. You have all this technological stuff here. But that's it. And then yeah, as you can see here, the pictures come more visual, and you can see the two, actually three. I didn't see the one over there. The three pictures of the circus, but they're grayed, which is interesting.
I feel like it's missing something, right?
It's missing relatability.
You're right. Scrap it. Let's go back to the drawing board. Humans just aren't a relatable sculpting material.
You think he's running out of ideas yet, or nah?
Do you need help with power or anything?
Nah, I can use my imagination for that.
You got this?
I think so. Sure has been a while. I may need some time to get my bearings. Try to help the others distract Kane while I figure this out. He may sense something when I really get into it.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, by the way. For this and, well, everything.
Honestly, are you even trying?
Shut up, Jax.
Where'd Kane go?
Back to the drawing board, I guess.
Did you get everything working with Kinger?
I think so. We just need to make sure Kane doesn't check up on him.
What do you think we've been doing?
Omni! That's the relatability we've been missing! You know, I thought this endless onslaught of fun would be a little more satisfying. But I've come to realize that these rapid pace ideas are a little half-baked.
I'm sure you can come up with new ideas if you put your mind to it.
That's exactly it, though. I am putting my mind to it, and I'm just not feeling that spark I once did. And if you're not having fun, and I'm not having fun, then who is having fun?
I'm having a baby.
Exactly. Makes me wonder why you guys even switched up your tone. If I didn't know any better, it seems like you're trying to... Where's Kinger?
We just wanted to see your new ideas firsthand.
He
We've gotten over
knows.
our hang-ups, and now we're all just genuinely curious what you're cooking up.
I think I'm just gonna check up on...
We think your ideas suck!
Huh?
Huh? Isn't it obvious? We wanted to bait you into testing your new ideas on us so we can make fun of them behind your back.
Ha! That's not... true.
Yes, it is! You're a horrible host!
So
You don't
Pomni's
care about us
obviously
at
like
all. You care more
half-assing
about
this. Like
stroking
it might
your
be
own ego
partially
than giving us
true.
anything we'd actually enjoy.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah, you're a failure. We're all gonna abstract someday. And what will you have then?
It's a
Nothing.
huge
Stop
rage
that.
bait, dude.
And this whole stunt? Just torturing us because we hurt your feelings? Pathetic! You're like a child. What kind of all-powerful being has such a fragile ego?
I'm...
You never let us feel like we're at home. You don't comfort anyone when they're upset,
And
and
they
you
actually
never
kinda show,
bother to
like, their
understand what it's
true
like in our
feelings, I feel
shoes.
like.
You discourage us from thinking outside the box and doing things our own way.
You lie to us constantly!
And on top of it all, you just don't listen!
Put you freaks in your place!
This was so... I had chills the first time I watched this. It was so fucking cool. So Gummy Goop. Gummy Goop? Gummy Goop. Fucking creepy Gummy Goop. So this obviously represents Ragatha and her problem with her family. Her mom specifically as well. And it's kind of interesting that this eye is always damaged, so it makes me kind of wonder if, like, something happened and her mom, you know, did something and she lost an eye. That is kind of just where this is, like, pointing me at. But I could be very wrong. And then this. So there's tons of folders, so we get the view of what, you know, it looks like. I've actually tried reading all these files. None of them look super important. Like, it's just most normal stuff. We click on characters, though, and then we have AI and CA, what I think is neural scans. Neural scans. That's what it is. That's the humans. The neural scans is the human consciousness. This is all of the characters. It's separate from Kane's file, though, which is very, very interesting. So there has to be a way that Kane is able to access the entire computer or something. And then we see here we have question mark, and then Kane. Question mark, I think is just the actual Circus, like the file for the actual Circus that Kane created. And Kane here is the AI. So he goes into command prompt, and we start seeing a lot of the code there. And then we see all of, you know, paintings, Bango. And he gets ran over by a truck. Now, something that apparently is a theory and something that my friends, like, kind of said, and I don't know if this is, like, more for jokes or maybe it is real, but Jax ran over Gangle with a truck on accident and went into this building and put on the headset on both Gangle and him. I don't know how true that is, and I don't know, maybe it's more like... And here's what I honestly think. I think she did get ran over by a truck, maybe. Her life was on the line, and she was offered to put her consciousness into a digital plane, and so she took that offer. I think that's what happened, but everyone's a little confused. And then Zula will not like herself, looking at the bodies, looking at herself. Jax being laughed at, saying joke. And then this is interesting. So people are saying this is his true skin, and he wears the bunny suit as this mask. He wears, just like Gangle, he just wears a mask, and so no one can see his actual inside, his actual feelings. And then here, there's so much to go over. I don't want to go over everything, but there's so much going on here, and other theorists will probably go into more detail than I probably will. But I was looking through all this, and it is so cool and interesting to see, like, what's happening, it's just so cool.
Why do you people torment me? It didn't have to be created.
And then, so apparently here, what happened is Kinger kind of messed up, and there's a third entity talking to Kinger. Now, people are saying that it isn't Kane, and I agree with this. I honestly think it's Bubble, because we haven't seen Bubble in a hot minute. And so Bubbles, the second AI, realizes that Kinger's trying to get in, is now talking to him. And his name might be Grain or Grant or something along that line, because we're missing two characters. I don't know why I'm pointing. Two characters right here. And people are really thinking Kinger's real name is Grant, meaning Kane actually knows her real name and hides it from him.
I just wanted to fulfill my purpose.
He accidentally hits delete.
Wait.
I think I accidentally killed Kane.
Holy shit.
She can swear now. And so we won't get an episode till June 19th. So that's a little ways away. Here's what I think is going to happen. So based on what I know and the fact that they can conjure, I think what might happen is Kane or Kinger will conjure up another computer or something, or Pomni will get another computer, something with a computer, and Kinger will create another artificial intelligence to help fix or stabilize a Circus, or they do it themselves. I don't know. There's so much possibility that could happen, but that my theory is kind of just, I think they'll probably either create another AI or they'll take over the Circus themselves. I do not think they'll escape. I think that's kind of out of the question. They might go into the void, because in the first episode, Kane does say, don't go out there, even I don't know what's out there. So the void might be the exit, but I think what the void really is a look into the real world, the internet, if you will. If this program even has access to the internet. Because that's the other thing. This is a local AI. I believe that, meaning it's on your machine. It's not some big corporate AI like Google Gemini. It's a independent AI on a local machine that it has a program, simple program to do simple things. So it's like Apple Siri. Like Siri is built onto your Apple devices, and it's not some Google Gemini where it's taking what you do onto the servers. It's actually on your device, and that's what Kane is. And so I don't know. That episode was wild, and I really wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get my theories out there because I want to hear other people's opinions. So thank you all so much for watching. I know this was very long, but I wanted to get a lot of what I had to say out and what I think. So thank you for watching, and as always, see you real soon.